Hello, Seeker. Welcome to Realize Living. In this modern society or in this smart technology era, one thing which is really bothering most of the folks, or I can say based on Yogi experience, the receive call from Seeker is stress. So today we are going to share the conversation between Yogi and a seeker from Canada who works in a corporate world, was having issues about the work stress. So let's generally talk about what is stress. If you are working or you have to work or you have family to support, like you have to take care for the kids you are raising as a parents, so you play many roles and stress become part of your life. You can have many philosopher or professional will tell you, oh, take it easy, don't worry, just take a deep breath, your stress will go away. Honestly, for them, many of them, because they don't have to rush like you and they don't have to play activities as you do, because when you are in the corporate world, then morning meeting, Monday morning commitment, you have to stand up meetings, you name meeting deadlines, either you're working on a project or some other task, so things goes on. So same was happening with Sarah when she called from Canada, and only one thing she asked. She said, okay, I'm walking out from my office, Yogi, you tell me what I can do to calm down myself, and even if I reach home, I cannot take away the thought about the work and how to remove that. So when this conversation happened, because Yogi was working with other people on the same issues, so one thing was told to Sarah was, just take a walk and find a good place to sit down and where you can relax. So Yogi told Sarah, you don't have to, I'm not going to ask you to do the deep breath, but I'm going to ask you to do something different, which is alternate nostril breathing. Just to give background, Sarah said, what is that, Yogi? Yogi said, in alternate nostril breathing, you will do breathe from left nostril, then right, or you can also do from both. Either way, when you will be doing this by switching left right and simulating through your both, you are going to calm down the thought which are coming or the stress in your mind. So then Sarah said, because this was a WhatsApp call, okay, you have to show me. So now we are going to see how, if you are having a stress or some other issue, either it is a family problem, relationship issue, breakup issue, your job, your boss is not being nice to you, or your spouse is abusing you, or you don't have to suffer. Okay, so what you can do is, if you want to try, and as Sarah did, so I will show you the steps, but just a word of caution, these breathing techniques are very sensitive, and if you have any medical challenges or asthmatic or any other problem, please consult with your physician and try to practice these techniques in the guidance of a yoga professional, so that you can do it. So first thing was told Sarah, just close your eyes and make a pose like this. Sarah watched carefully, and after that she said, okay, what else I have to do? Yogi say, now just pay attention. You can do once you are having hyperactivity, just put like this So which means it depends whether you want to do left or right dorsal breathing. So you can do it. Some people believe like hand believe matter which one you use, but so for left nostril, so as shown so breathing was done through only one nostril, and this activity can be performed from 1 to 3 minutes easily. So what happened is, doing through left nostril, let's understand the science and how does it help to remove this hypertension, high blood pressure, or other, how come it's help to calm down. So yogi, Vedic, or those sadhu, they used to do this kind of techniques. This is also been mentioned as prananamaya, or the shuddhi of nadis. Many ways of saying it, but in modern era, how the science has perceived this, when from negative charge is going through left nostril. Okay, this negative charge is also been in the scripture mentioned as the feminine pole or feminine energy, the negative one. So when this goes, it goes control your right brain and really control the technique is goes. And if we look at on the science perspective, like many studies were done, either NIH or you name the professor of University of California, San Diego, David, he did a research, and what was figuring out is our breathing alternative techniques, it control how our pattern of behavior is. When we sending a charge through or breathing through left side, so it's become more on the side, it is parasympathetic nervous system. So central nervous system has two components. So one word of caution was mentioned, what yogi scripture or other ancient says, the right side, right nostril breathing is discouraged as per modern science, because if somebody has hypertension situation, from their perspective, because if you breathe from right side, you are really improving your left brain. So which means left brain is going to dominate. As we have seen before, the right brain is for creativity, intuitive power, intuition, and artistic. However, left brain is dominate for material or worldly things. So by evoking, if somebody has a already tension or hyper stress problem, the right side can be harmful. So that's why left side on left nostril breathing help to relieve or take away the stress, or to slow down the charge which is going or neutralizing from right nostril, so it simulate or manage the balance the mind. So now look deep, if we look at deeper how the science is working. What is stress? Stress is happening is when brain has unnecessary thought, like 60,000 plus thought. It pushing a chemical into the mind or nervous self developed chemical, which really accelerate aging, and also responsible for free radical development, which call oxidative stress. You may not have realized it, but you are a victim of that. So as a human being, we are making lot of progress, but the data all around the medical science is reporting most of the problems now in life are coming from stress, whether you are working or you have relationship, because how many factors contribute into that. But if you want to avoid stress, few things you can do. Just to recap, in addition to the left nostril breathing or alternate nostril breathing, if you feel like you can do both and don't see much impact on that, is take a walk always when you have a argument at work or home, rather than keep multiplying this heat, because heat cannot remove the heat, and that's what happens when argument happens or unnecessary stress situation come. Then second is again pay attention how the left nostril breathing was done. You can put any finger or any hand, does not matter. You can hold breath as long as you want, or you can do it. So as you're seeing is now the right nostril has been blocked, so the only negative charge is sending, so it is going to balance the charges on the both side. So this if we look at like what was said in the yogic, or either we go by like Eid or Pingla, or we if look at the modern science, whether it is NIH data or this is like University of California, everybody kind of done. And luckily, and another one important part, Clinton, when lost the election, she mentioned in the book, okay, by doing this alternate nostril breathing, she was able to overcome with the stress. So that statement was, even though challenging, but it was figured out. Yes, definitely left nostril can simulate and help to reduce the stress. So if you have not done, just practice this, because this left nostril breathing or alternate nostril breathing is also part of Shiva Dhyan or meditation kriya. The reason it is part of that, because when you're doing this, so assume like you are taking breath from left side, so means you are taking the power of Shakti, which is like Parvati, and when you're doing from the right side, which is like Shiva, so you can have a Shiva Shakti flow going on, and you can do the deep meditation, because after practicing this for 9 minutes or so, your mind will be awake and attention will be drawn internally, and it helps to do the deep meditation. So Om Namah Shivaya, keep practicing, and thanks for watching.